I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Browns. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
Jordan Reed is one of the best route-running tight ends in the NFL, and it shouldn't be an accident because at one point he was a college quarterback. So at times when he runs routes downfield, I think he's doing it with quarterback eyes and almost in a sense is imagining himself catching a pass from himself.
Time to look at the defensive starters for Cleveland. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Haskins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. On first down, it's Thompson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On 2nd down now. It's Thompson, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Thompson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a run with Geis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! It's a gain of 2 yards.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Mayfield down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins, and his throw here is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Haskins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 27, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson. Mayfield on play action. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Barber on first and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Pick six, baby. Let's get it all day.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They run the counter. Thompson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Run. Alert, 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 alert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Mayfield, forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Mayfield now from the 50. This is the tight end, Njoku. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Play fake. Mayfield staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. So many times tight games decided by one big play. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw, and that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Watch twist. Watch twist. King.
Now Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Completes it to Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and they'll get him down right about the 20. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Switch up. Switch up.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
Let's get it.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will